For some reason, this game takes an unusually long amount of time to start up. Eredia, the Diary of Heroes. Anyways, this is my first time recording an RPG Maker MV game. To make this recording work, I actually had to go into display mode. For some reason, window capture and game capture would not work, so I just have to have the game be in full screen all the time, which is actually a borderless window, and just use display capture for my primary monitor, and now I'm good to go. Kinda strange how that works, but whatever. Well, these are the options right now. Command remember. It says window toggle is on, but it will always start as full screen for some reason. Yeah, don't do that in your games. At least make sure that it can save the player's settings for this. For full screen and windowed. Some people, in some situations, full screen is better, while in others, windowed is better. Especially when it comes to using OBS. In this case, I got lucky and full screen is the better option. Okay, new game. Select the difficulty level. Can be changed in-game by using the difficulty crystal item. Is this does this item get consumed immediately? Explanation. In a nutshell, this is a turn-based RPG. Training mode is for people new to the genre. Hunter is pretty much normal mode. Veteran is, wait for it, veterans of the genre. War God mode is for those who are really good at the game. Hard mode you pick, the stronger the enemies get and the faster you can level up. Wait, really? Huh. That's strange. I'm guessing that despite the faster level up, the enemy will still be so strong that it'll still take you longer to catch up to them. On the other hand, if you can change difficulty, you could just use the highest difficulty for the normal enemies, and if the boss is too hard, just turn it down just for the boss itself, huh? Yeah. Content differences. Lowered random encounters. Oh. Legendary monsters. So basically, it's a boss level random encounter. The heck? Huh, I may want to just try training mode just for wandering for the dungeon, and War God mode if I want to look for legendary monsters and all that stuff. And bosses, of course. Found out there's a special content exclusive to the two hard modes, but if you switch them either... Oh, I can't switch modes if I want to get the achievements! Same between all modes. Oh boy. War God. We'll in theory, games should be balanced for the highest difficulty, right? Prepare for pain! And now there's no going back if I want to keep those achievements. Near Caradithian military camp, northeast of Muralia. Vishael, we're almost there. The enemy camp should be straight up north, right across the bridge. However, something just doesn't feel quite right. I know we have not eaten anything in over a day, Giraldus, but it'd be nice if you could hold your stomach until the end of our mission. Oh, you know what I meant. The closer we get to the camp, the thicker this fog around us gets. The atmosphere is so heavy, it makes all the other war zones I've been to feel like romantic picnic spots by comparison. Don't tell me an elf of your caliber couldn't sense something this unnatural. I know, just only a jest. Truth be told, it has been bothering me as well, for something like this has not occurred in over 400 years. I was hoping it would not repeat its course in time. 400 years? Not even my great-grandparents were around back then. Indeed, and if what I fear is true, perhaps we should turn back while we still can. And An ordeal we cannot overcome may await us. Is this another jest? We've hardly met any worthy opponents in the Caradithian army so far. Don't jinx it. With this worrisome of your pedigree, who's mastered both melee and magical combat, just what could those Caradithians be up to? Why, thank you. As one of the Empire's greatest heroes, you're quite accomplished yourself. If my intuition is correct, this fog did not come about by Caradith's hand. In fact, our camp which we were tasked to attack has likely been reduced to naught but ashes by now. Oh, all the better for us then. We'll get our first real challenge in a while, instead of wasting time on more Caradithian chaff. Our course remains unchanged. Onward! Tutorials to explain game mechanics as they come up. Disable it while providing other useful tips and tricks. Yeah, might as well. You can access this using the escape button. In my case, I prefer to use the X button. Move your character around by using mouse or arrow keys. Enable auto run. Contracts, which are basically quests. How's my FPS so far? Stable, mostly. Yeah, there's a clock system in this game. Okay. Let's hope all my options get saved properly. After what happened with the full screen and windowed option, I'm kind of unsure that it'll be properly saved. Okay, Q and W will scroll for the menu. Seems Giraldus the Warlord has no magic attack, almost no magic attack at all. While Vishael is more balanced. Skills. I can set stuff. Sword styles, heavy strike. Blade whirl, all enemies. One enemy. Oh, good. He has all heal. He has a bunch of healing spells. Gah. Hurry. Quest, explore the camp. I don't have anything except for equipment. And all my equipment is locked. Parameters, elements. Is that supposed to be a weakness or resistance? I'm guessing it's some kind of... I'm guessing lower numbers means you're more resistant to it. Okay, states. So it means immune to poison and blind, but... knock out. Hit experience rate and hit rate. And then other statistics. So nervous. Also, where's the option to change difficulty? Shoot. Maybe they'll show. There's supposed to be a key item for it, but it's not available in the. In here, is it? Oh, there's someone headed this way. Hey, move aside. You better run too if you value your life. Oh, great. More shaft to clean up. I'm so screwed. It's Giraldus and Vishael, one of the 4 Aegean Warlords. This game has changed turn battle system. Higher combatant's agility, the earlier the turn comes. You can choose the attack option that will your characters execute a normal attack. Guard. How do I restore MP? Oh, all my spells are single target, huh? Let's see, I have plenty of MP, so I guess I shouldn't hold back here. Right then, Thunder Slash. Okay, I was just gonna use regular attack with this guy. That didn't last long. These guys seem to be really high leveled, so I'm assuming that any experience and gold I get here does not really matter. Unless we actually start at level 50. Giraldus, what were you doing? The most underappreciated job in the world, janitoring. What it looked like I was doing. Not interrogating this shaft before setting into the afterlife, that's what. We could have gleaned something useful about what happened to the enemy camp. Oh. My bad. Damn. What happened? There were a lot of burnt corpses stuffed inside this tent. Apparently, whoever had their way of this camp didn't want to leave them in the open. Okay, that's disturbing. FPS seems to drop every time I switch between menus, but it doesn't seem to be too big a deal. Plus, this is a turn-based game, so it's not going to be as noticeable. The fog is getting even thicker still. This game features a fighting style system, which affects how your characters gain TP. TP is required to use many skills in battle, especially physically oriented ones like Armor Crush. Each fighting style has its own advantages and disadvantages, and up to you to select which styles each party member will use. Change of character's fighting style. Go to the main menu, skills, fighting style, and select the one you like. However, note that different characters have different styles available to them, and they may unlock more as the story progresses. Wait, what the... Okay. Looks like he was positioned to guard this place. Not anymore, he isn't. Man, this camp reeks of dead bodies. More importantly, I'm sensing a very powerful enemy nearby. We will most likely have to confront him before we can investigate any further. Wow, I envy you and your elven nose. Elves do not sense with their noses. Also, this foe is far stronger than the Caradithian soldiers from earlier, so we must be very careful. Might the enemy be human? I can't tell for certain. All I can say is, its presence is very unnerving. So your nose ain't that special after all, huh? It isn't. Now let's continue our investigation and stop wasting time. Proofreading editing. Tepsi Storm. Danger may lurk anywhere in your journey. While this game has an autosave feature, it is highly recommended you save frequently and in multiple save files, especially if you want to get all the multiple endings. Uh-oh. This... Also, is there a time limit? If I spend too much time grinding, will it screw me over? There's no... There is a year listed here, so it could... Oh, man. What if I just stood out here for the rest of the game? Alright, my cover's blown. Die! Okay, how much does your normal attack do? More than half his hit points. Got it. Don't look at me like that. He jumped me before I could get a chance to tie him up. Are you sure it would have gone any differently if you did have the chance? You're never going to let that one slide, are you? Not a chance. Nothing aside. Barrels! What do I need? Oh, is there a is there a correct ending? Could I get screwed over if I don't know. Well, let's just kill this guy real quick. Hey, where does that horse come from? Projection magic. I think there is someone alive today who is capable of such sorcery. You're gonna have to elaborate more on that. I never went to a mage school like you did. The name is self-explanatory, but I shall explain more after we defeat this enemy. Hold nothing back against it. Especially in tough battles, it is wise to use their character's skills to gain the upper hand. Their magic skills and weapon skills, among others. Alright. Don't let the head point fall to 0. Grand Barrier. Grand Barrier on himself because he does not look too okay. That was a good thing. He had to attack the guy who wasn't barriered. Oh well. Okay, since let's just charge for now. Thunder slash, sharp, double slash. Ha! Missed me. Wow, Vishael's really fast. I don't want to waste all my TP skills, so. Sword skills. Let's go with Armor Crush. Okay, so fences are down. Sword skills. Ugh, that hurt a bit. Only at 90 TP. Is it worth using though? It says it has tiers, but I don't know the exact multiplier. Okay, still my attack up. How long does it last though? 3 turns or so? Oh, it does say up there his defense down lasts 6 turns. I think I'm better off using magic right now though. Grand Thunder. Okay, I better cast some magic. I better cast some healing. That might have been overkill for healing. Shoot. Okay, just finish you off with Grand Flame. Okay, I win. Ha, that was a pretty good fight. It says, I feared. The Dark Silver has returned. Dark Silver? They were a sinister clan that was defeated 400 years ago, during the Black Wars. Their generals led legions of foot soldiers just like this one. This guy's a foot soldier? And it took 2 of us to take him down. That's not good. Wait. You're telling me this monstrosity was just a foot soldier? He could wipe the floor with Baraxis's personal guards. Indeed, and more likely to be nearby. Let's examine this corpse. It may give us a clues as to who orchestrated this massacre. I see. So it comes down to sniffing after all, huh? Verily, Infyatitude smells like fish. So, the armor is very cold to the touch, and it's hard to tell what it's made of. I don't think I've ever seen such an alloy before in my long life. Now let's take it and bring it to Priscilla after we're done here. As the best armor in the continent, she should know what metal it is. Unfortunately, we cannot do that. A powerful spell tightly binds the entire suit of armor to the body, and not even the best theoretical sources I know can undo this enchantment. If only we had someone to just drag the... What about the sword? Can we take that? I'm afraid not. Just like the horse, the sword was a projection of sorts. A special kind of illusion, you could say. While it occupied a physical space, allowing it to be used like any real object, it never truly had an existence in reality. What an artless? Can such magic even exist? Yes, it is a lost art. One that has been so for at least 3 generations. Hey, I know it was my idea, but should we keep going? We might actually end up going in over our heads. I'd rather you not die because of me dragging you into this. I know it was my idea earlier to retreat, but this is unlike you, Giraldus. You always charge into the heat of battle without even the slightest hesitation. That fire in your heart is what made you the hero you are today. No matter the situation, any battle can be the last. That's the fun of it, is it not? Hey, that last line, that's exactly what I said in the campaign against General Raymar. Yes, I'm glad to remind you of it. You know how I chose to accompany you by my own free will, so my life is my responsibility alone. And speaking of responsibility, you may find the one responsible for this disaster up north. At least that's where a trail of magical energy leads. Let's go. I have faith we will succeed. Now we're talking. Onwards. Apart from fighting styles, magic, and skills, you can also learn traits, combos, and finishers as they grow stronger. Traits are passives that grant special bonuses, like increased hit rates and health, for example. Combos, as the name suggests, are combinations of 2 or more skills executed one after the other. They can allow your characters to do more damage in a single turn than they could otherwise. Their MP and TP costs are stacked on top of the cost of the individual skills that they're made of. Finishers are powerful moves that have steep TP, MP costs, or cooldowns. They can swiftly turn the tide of battle in your favor. However, you cannot have a finisher as part of a combo. You can have up to 3 traits, 3 combos, and 1 finisher equipped on a character at any given time. Try to have Vishael equip his Solar Armageddon finisher and see how that unequips his Elven Sword Dance finisher. Okay. This is a magic type. All enemies. See, they won't let me exit out of the menu if I have 2 finishers there, huh? Fight. Oh, there's my fighting styles. This is a rare balance style, huh? No, it's possible that I learn. These are just combinations of more basic styles. He has War Machine, which seems to combine aggressive and defensive. Balanced. I guess Expert is just something you get at the end of each character's skill tree, sort of. I don't know. I can only equip that one special. But I can't... How do I... I don't have any combos or anything to work with here. What am I supposed to do? How do I set up a combo? No, there's no combo at all. Nothing here is marked as combo anyways. Has to have a fist next to it to count. Okay, what if we try to veer off track? No, we don't need to search the whole camp. The enemy presence lies to the north. I want to delay the inevitable. Oh well. Nothing inside? What the heck is... Okay, save. I can barely even see now. Oh boy. Whoa, is that the enemy? It's always a little noticeable lag. Now die, Dark Silver Soldier. Same as before. Yeah, I'm going to do this battle off screen since you've seen it already. Alright, won. I'm surprised these guys don't attack in groups. And this one seemed to be guarding the camp's northern entrance. Interesting. If they did attack in groups, would I even be able to win on this difficulty level? What do you mean? Must I spell everything up for you? We've been going north ever since we reached this camp, with the fog getting thicker the further we go. This suggests that Dark Silver wasn't targeting this camp like we were. It just so happened to be in their way. Now, I see a cave up ahead. Let's heal up and prepare ourselves before going any further. The answers we seek may lie in there. Yeah, let's use my heals. All heal. And then small heal. Seems using several small heals is actually more efficient than just using grand heal. Of course, in the heat of battle, you want to use grand heal because you really need the... oh no, I can't... How do I restore MP in this game? I hope we can buy these consumables after the prologue. Whoa. What's in this... Is this cave really a healing spot? Behind us! Here's how the Supreme of Elves haven't lost their edge. Oh boy. I wouldn't have believed it had I not seen it with my own eyes. A human from this era defeating one of my soldiers. Seems in the guide, every time there's a choice, there's a spoiler asterisk next to it. I'm guessing that's the best choice. I don't know. Probably. It doesn't really explain in the guide right at the beginning, though. Yeah. I expect no less from the Supreme Elf, but I'm quite impressed. Well done, Sir Knight. Iscarioth. Oh, but where are my manners? I am Iscarioth, the fourth of the Dark Silver's 7 Umbral Generals. I'm better known as the Silver Knight. Dialogue choices in this game have an impact on the storytelling, ranging from ending changing to none, but foul musts and all that. This guy. Nice to meet you, I'm Giraldus Gestalt. Giraldus Gestalt. Quite a knightly name indeed. Now, with introductions out of the way, let us move on to more important matters. After the death of our former leader, we of the Dark Silver no longer wish to war with humans. However, we have been seeking one particular human to help fulfill our purposes. To that end, we are willing to destroy anyone and anything that gets in our way. Give me one good reason to believe any of that, right now. You do not have to believe me, just as you do not have to pick a fight you cannot win, if you know what I mean. What is it that you seek? What is your purpose in returning to Arliss after 4 long centuries? Very well then. We seek the Eredia. What? The previous host of the Eredia died 400 years ago, taking your lord down with him. The Eredia should be forever lost as well. What's this Eredia? I've no time to explain it now, but I can tell you this. We must not allow the Dark Silver to get a hold of it. That is, if it somehow still remains, which it shouldn't. You underestimate its tenacity. You see, it gets passed down from host to host, generation to generation, even if it must move itself. And finally, its powers have begun to reawaken after all these years. However, no one knows who the current vessel is, not my clan, and likely not the vessel himself. Well, it could be herself, unless it's a male-only thing. As you can see, this former Caradithian camp made the grave mistake of meddling in my clan's ambitions. I strongly urge you not to repeat their mistake. Maybe we should run. Leave now and forget our encounter here ever took place. If you yourselves were planning to annihilate this camp, you may take all of the credit for it. Just who do you think you are? There's no way we can win. We barely took out the soldiers. I've had enough of your patronizing attitude. I don't care about all that ancient history, but this war is between Aegea and Caradithia. I've got no business butting into it, or my mission here for that matter. Now face me! Oh man. I was hoping to avoid this. Very well, you asked for a duel. I'll grant you your last. He gets the first turn? This power! Impossible! This means that we're facing a worthy opponent. Heh, this is gonna be the toughest fight this old man's ever had so far. And possibly our last. Not even the previous leader of the Dark Silver Clan had power comparable to this. Wait, so even the generals are now stronger than the previous leader? What? That's not good. Don't like that, Pickled Peach. These odds will make our victory all the sweeter then. Now let's teach this fool what happens when you mess with the Aegean army. Holocaust? This does not look survivable. Yeah, all heal. I don't even have a choice. If only he had some... Charge. Well, that was quick and painful. Giraldus' party was defeated. So, this is how it ends, huh? Hey, Silver Knight. That was a good fight. Indeed. May your soul rest in peace, honorable warrior. No! Not yet. I am not letting you get anywhere near the Eredia. Solar Armageddon! What? I can't believe he still has the... You didn't even have enough TP for that. Considering how you fared in that battle, did you really expect that to kill me? At least scratch him. I see you've made your peace. Farewell, Supreme Elf. And we're probably going to start as some noob right now. To whoever is reading this now, let me tell you a story. A story not about heroes or legends, but one of how even ordinary people can leave behind their own everlasting legacies. A story about the life of a girl and her friends. My friends. Our story begins in the beautiful world known as Arlis, in the great empire known as the Aegean Empire. It was at war of the Caradithian Empire, and during this war, chaos and strife spread like a contagion. The soldiers, knights, and heroes on both sides were preoccupied facing each other on the battlefield, leaving the common folk vulnerable. Gangs, rogues, monsters, and other opportunities took advantage of this as crime and death rates skyrocketed. However, not all was lost for the common people. As there is light, there is shadow. The shadows of crime gave way to the light of those who may profit from opposing it. Mercenaries. These envoys of light, however cynical their motivations, were mercenaries and hunters. In exchange for usually gold, these people took on contracts involving things such as monster extermination and criminal investigation. Now let's begin this first chapter of the journey of one such envoy of light, a hunter named Kenrad Klauser. First steps achievement. White Wolf Inn. Day of the Dark Silver's return. Location, White Wolf Inn, Mid Glen Village. Hey, wake up! Ugh. Ugh. Wake up, you stupid drunk! Ugh. So soft. So nice. Kenny likes. I'm guessing there's... Is there even a way to screenshot? My screenshot button does not appear to be working. I guess it's because this is a WebGL game. Oh well. Really makes me wonder why didn't the RPG Maker people, I think Enterbrain, just make an engine that actually supports the later stuff, the later graphic libraries. Maybe it's because they're harder to implement and less cross-platform. It might not work very well on older hardware. Oh well, I can always use Scree in order to upload screenshots from my video footage. Come to Kenny, baby, don't be shy. Oh, I've had enough of this. Gah! You crazy woman, what the hell was that for? Oh, let's see. You got blackout drunk on my counter, then you decided to have a wet dream. Out loud. So I thought, why not make his wet dream even wetter? Perfect excuse to splash water on your face. Ugh! I'm too hungover to be pissed off at you. Pour me another round. I think you've had enough for today, sweetie. I had enough when I said I had enough. Now pour me that beer. Is he gonna have a drunken warrior kind of moveset? Listen, Ken, we've been friends since we were kids. I've known you long enough to know when you're just hurting yourself. All you've been doing these days is drinking and flirting around. I know your dad's being sent off to a war. Must have been hard on you. So I don't want to see you get so pitiful. Hey, I'm not pitiful. I'm a 19-year-old hero. I can do whatever I want. I need my fill of drinks and women, else I'll go insane. Oh, and I don't flirt. I court like a romantic gentleman, a hero of a touching romance drama. Romantic gentleman, my gluteus maximus, more like a depraved villain from a depressing smut noir. Ha ha ha. What? And hey, that was pretty rude, even from you. Remember to use smaller words next time. Oh, and trust me, no one can be rude enough to you. First you refuse your customer a drink, then you diss them? Just who the heck made you innkeeper anyway? And besides, I've got nothing better to do. There hasn't been a decent contract here for a while now. Until just recently. You can ask the village chief about them, but make sure not to get in over your head. Fine, I'll go. Provided you get me a drink first. Sure, only the best for you, sweetie. She's just gonna give him milk or something. This should do the trick. What did you give him? You gave me water. I know this ain't your best, woman. For you, it certainly is. You wanted a drink and you got one. Now that you've sobered up, it's time for you to go out there and get yourself some work. But wait, a lot of new customers came in, probably because of what's been happening lately. Maybe you should chat them up. You might learn something useful. Fine, I'll be off. I should probably go home first. I should take the money I've saved up and buy new equipment. Bye, Kenny. I'll be here if you need anything. Sharons are the local currency of the Aegean Empire, the main currency of this game. You earn it mainly by completing contracts by defeating sentient foes, humans, orcs, etc. Aegean, the local currency. Wait, that means if we go into another country, our currency might be no good. That's not. That might be bad, huh? You can also sell items to get cash. Bottom right corner shows my money. Top right, you'll see the clock and date. Party HUD. That seems like common RPG common sense so far. I know there's gonna be a tricky mechanic that I've neglected that's gonna screw me over later. That always happens. It happened back then in Nocturne Rebirth where I got my ass kicked due to not realizing evasion protects me from critical hits. It could something like similar could very well doom me here, especially on the highest difficulty. So, level 2. I guess it's better than starting at level 1. Slightly. No combo, no nothing. Aggressive. And... Right now I'm probably better off with aggressive. Until Slayer would be probably really good if I'm strong enough to one-shot enemies. Then that would probably let me gain more TP than I lose. He has no skills. This guy is completely useless. He has a freaking wooden bow. Well, I guess it's a bit more refreshing than just having a standard sword-wielding protagonist from the start, huh? Alright. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed, please leave a like and subscribe.